deeper, deeper in love I've been before. Hey, how you going there? It is Matt, the real video guy here. Welcome to my workstation, and I've just wrapping up the new WP Instant Leads, the new update that we've been waiting for. Facebook have been giving us a bit of a hard time. They've been going through a hard time themselves, so they're kind of extending that generosity to us coders. But we got some really cool stuff, and I actually ended up rebuilding the whole WP Instant Leads version 2. You got Video Client Pro that should be ready to go. You'll probably get that today or tomorrow. WP Instant Leads version 2. It is a nice little upgrade actually that we've got here. If you've got it, you're not paying for the upgrade. It's an upgrade in experience. So what I want to do is actually in this video I'll show you here what's going on in my desktop, and then I'll tell you what's happening next week. So let me load this up here, and this can be in WordPress. It can also be out of WordPress. With the actual new framework I've been building for WordPress plugins, they're going to be lightning fast, faster than any other plugin that's ever been created. I'm telling you, we're about to see some amazing performance. But I'm building all the new apps in such a way that we can also do non-WordPress versions for those of you that like non-WordPress versions. Now here we can see the new WP Instant Leads version 2. It looks very similar. I basically just rebuilt the whole thing from scratch, and the reason I did that was because there was a lot of bugs kind of build up over time when things change online. But the main motivation was actually Google Maps as well made some changes, but Facebook made the most dramatic changes. And while it was working for me and working for a lot of people, for a bunch of WP Instant Leads users, it wasn't working. So let me actually show you what's new here, because we've got some new tools that I've thrown in here. And you can actually see right now we've got 796 leads on here, and I'm just messing around. I'm actually not lead generating at the moment. I would actually love to do it in front of you when I do it for business, but this is just to test the software out. And you can see when I zoom out, we're getting the cluster effect, and this way we can literally have 1,000 or 2,000 different lead markers on there, and we can straight away see where they are without it actually messing up the map. And as you zoom right into Sudan, isn't that a place where you'd want to go? I actually do want to go there, but that's another story. So as you zoom in there, why don't I do some searches in front of you, because you're probably getting irritated by me just clicking and zooming in and out. And it works so much smoother actually when you drag stuff around. I've changed a lot of things here. Let me just clear these results here, and you can see we've got a green tag. I'm going to explain that to you in a moment. I'm going to actually clear the search tag. So here we go. This is a fresh start. What I'll actually do, I'll just reload the page just to make sure we've got a nice super fresh start. And let's go somewhere here. Why don't we go to Los Angeles? There we go, to the West Coast. And I'm really zoomed out because it doesn't matter with the new system. You can still see what's happening. You can get a really accurate zoom in there. So we've got search targets. We had that previously, but now we've got a better version of it. You can search without search targets just by moving the map around, but you can also set search targets on, and you can search by different locations. I'm going to show you that in a minute. Let's clear that out. So you can basically go, hey, I want leads here in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Houston, Toronto, Ottawa, Philadelphia, and you could basically, obviously, you probably want to zoom in a bit more than that, and you can go ahead and get all those leads, and you can basically enter a keyword if you're looking for a particular target audience. You put in the profession or the business type in there, and then you can choose required options. Now you can actually change these after you've already searched the leads. I'm going to show you that in a moment. And just before I hit search here, I'll show you the advanced option because these are a little bit new. We've actually got the map centered latitude and longitude. That's for geeks and nerds that want to mess around with it. You can actually move around from here. It can be good if you're kind of scanning across the country to see what's available. So that's there for you. This one's really cool. Search radius. We had a version of this previously. I've improved it a little bit. So if you're actually searching closer and you want to look at sort of neighborhoods in different areas, you can zoom right in there and you can set exactly what search radius all the way down to meters. So 50 meters, 25 meters if you're in a very dense area. So that's really awesome in there. And now I'm going to show you the search, and what it's all about is getting you leads as quickly as possible. And a lot of people don't realize, actually, when I used to work offline, I didn't start online. I used to do all sorts of offline business. I did both retail and I did B2B. I did door-to-door. B2B is interesting. I worked with a lot of cold leads, and basically you can walk in and start a conversation and you can actually make a sale within 60 minutes. And you can do that with online as well. The problem people often have is they kind of go weird when they get online. They think everything is different. It's no different at all. So when you reach these leads, you can actually convert those leads into customers, and we'll actually do next week. I'm doing some with a group. I'm doing training on how to actually approach cold leads, which is going to be super awesome. So here we go. We're in Los Angeles. Let's start this up here. So if I just first do a search, just a normal search, I'm just going to put it in there and click search. We can see growing your lead bank, and here we can see now it's gone to work and it's searching leads for me, and we've got different fields that we can obviously view. My screen is a little bit squishy. We are responsive here, but I think I'm at just an odd size there. We got category, name, address, and so here's my leads from that one search. And if we look at the map now, what are you doing? We can see we got 173 markers there, which are our leads. So you can see straight away, you don't have to even count them. And if we zoom in, it will break up into smaller clusters of leads, which is really cool. And each one of those leads is listed down here, and you can actually click the blue ones and go and check out their Facebook page, which is really cool. Okay, now to the super awesome powerful stuff. I'm going to show you the search targeting new version, which is, I love it. Let me just clear this out. We'll get a fresh start here. And I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see the effect, what it does. Actually, you can even set it to work in the background, which is cool. So I'm going to go search targets. We'll put one there. And you can see now the bar is changed red because we're doing target searches. And I'm just saying, hey, I want leads from these areas. And then what I can do as well, I can add the distance here. So I'm going to put 25. Actually, that's really big, isn't it? I don't know this area. But let's try it out. Now what will happen is when I click search, it's going to go through these spots. These are search targets. It'll go through 5 of these targets. It'll search that area, and then while it's searching that area, this pin will turn yellow, and when it's done, it'll turn green. Now the reason it does this is I can track where I've searched. So if I'm here for 20 minutes just building a huge lead bank, then I can leave the green ones there. Know where I've searched. It's not going to accidentally search it again. We had something called eco mode in the previous version. Now this is fully automated in the new version, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's go, and I'm going to click search. So you can see it's starting up here. And it's creating clusters, so you actually the actual target pin will go there as well. And it's searching that area, then it will move to this one, or whatever order you put them down here. And if we go down here, we can see, okay, it's done. We got 310 leads literally in seconds. So we can see there's a green one there, and there wasn't much going on there. So these ones I've searched, so I can leave them there. And if I turn search target off, I can still do regular searches, or what I can do is I can just keep going. So let's pick up some more leads over here and click search for search targets. So there we go. I'm going to have to show you how this looks when you're really zoomed out. Now with most business setups, you want to probably be quite regional, like local. Local business is awesome. But if you want to actually see the power of this tool, I'm going to zoom right out and do a bit of a global search, which you can also do just to get some really good business ideas. Just search your competitors, put in keywords of exactly what you do, and have a look at what people are doing in different areas. So I'm going to zoom even out further. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually get rid of this search radius. I'm really zoomed out. Let me go in a little bit here. And we'll go UK, put a target there. And you can see I've still got my other leads, so I haven't lost them. And let's put one in. Put one in Rome. Just had to zoom in to see where it was. Put one in Milan. Monaco, that's where I'm planning to live one day. Okay, put one in Paris, and then we can put one in Moscow, why not? Alright, so let's do a search here and you'll see what happens. It's pretty cool. So you can see it's now doing searches. So there's quickly 150 leads in the UK, London area, 200, it's going up. 270, 301, 326, and you can see down here my lead bank is growing. I've got over 1,000 leads here. That's going to keep me super busy for the rest of the year. Now it's turned green, so it's completed, and there was nothing happening up here. So I didn't find any leads in Moscow. I might have a look at what's going on there, but I don't really care, to be honest. So that's the new, well, of course I've got to show you. You just click export and you can download all those leads. Also, if you want to filter out, if you're doing cold emailing and you want email addresses, not for spamming, but they're actually business email addresses, so you're allowed to approach them. You can see here 649 emails. If we want phone numbers, we've got 697 phone numbers and also websites, and you can click these together if you need all these different fields, and it'll filter everything out on your behalf. When you export, you can choose which column, so you can just turn them on and off from here. So there's your phone, your address. There you go. So that is it. There you literally go. That's the new WP Instant Leads version 2. That's an update, and thank you so much for those of you that have been patiently waiting to grab it. Also, next week I'm doing some really awesome training. We're doing like a training week for starting businesses online, and we're going to go basically from product development to marketing and sales and look at how to structure everything together. So if you want to join me for next week's marketing training program, then I will send you an email with some information, or I will put it on this page after I finish recording this video. If I can do it. It is getting very late here. It's 11:35 p.m. so I should be in bed. But hey, if you want to join me next week, it's going to be super awesome. I'm also going to be giving a bunch of tools away, including this one for anybody that joins in the training next week. So you want to be a part of that, and lots of other really cool surprises. So hey, it's Matt, the Real Video Guy here. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the new WP Instant Leads, and we will keep improving the products. And hey, if you get a chance, join me next week in the super awesome Start Your Own Business training, and we're going to get some really cool stuff for building your own online business, and you can basically apply it to any type of business that you want to do. But I'm going to give you really specifics on actually what makes a business successful online. How do you structure? One of the biggest problems I see people with the wrong ideas. So we're going to look at how to actually go from idea to money as quickly as possible. So nothing really means anything. I don't know. Can you say that? It doesn't mean anything until you've actually made a sale. So my goal is to have everybody in the course actually make a sale during the course as well. So hey, jump on board on that one. It's going to be a good investment for you, and I look forward to seeing you there, and I look forward to sending you out some new awesome great tools. So Matt, the Real Video Guy here, and you're over there, and I will see you in the next video.